Okay guys, now we'll see npm. So npm stands for Node Package Manager. So package, modules and libraries all are the same thing. It's just some written code. I am just using it. Okay, so what is npm and how it's used, where we can use a lot of stuff. We'll just see everything in this part. So if we go back and we go to like a drive where our code was Node.js tutorial, if I just delete every stuff, okay, and refresh, nothing is there. I'll just open command prompt. So to check whether npm installed, so we'll just say npm -v. So we can see npm 6.14.14 is installed. Same way like the way we check node version, this is the node version and this is the npm version. So when you install node, then by default npm is installed, and if you remembered, we selected add any dependency and all extra libraries and stuff. So in that also, if there is, then your npm will get installed and you can check you have a npm. So every project in every project we just define our npm stuff. So how to initialize npm? So we'll say npm init. So what does init stand for? Init stand for initialize npm in this project folder. So you can see this is our project folder. If you are moving to a new folder, starting again a new files like new project, then again you'll do npm init. If you click, it will just ask a bunch of stuff, like the URT will walk you through creating a package.json file. It only covers the most common items and blah blah blah. Now you can see it's asking for the package name. So by default it's Node.js tutorial. If I want to change, I can. So obviously I don't want to change it. So how did it pick package like Node.js tutorial? Because you can see my folder name is Node.js tutorial. You can clearly see it is called Node.js tutorial. So that's why it package name will be Node.js tutorial. I'll say okay, let this be only. Then the version is 1.0. I'll say okay, let this be only. Description, so I can write, or you can just skip also. I'll say this is a npm tutorial. Okay, a description about your project. Then entry point, okay, I'll say index.js. Test command, let it be for now. Git, if you initialize git repository, so we'll let it be right now. Keywords, let it be. Author, so we'll write our name, Zeno Ashraf, whatever your name is you can write it. License ISC, okay. So it's asking everything okay. I'll just press enter again, and we can see we got a package.json file. Now if we open this file, you can see we got a bunch of stuff. So you can see we got double quotes instead of like in Node.js and what you say like JavaScript, we have object are like this, but I have given a JSON tutorial like, so that's why every key should have a these double quotes. So you can see name is Node.js tutorial, project name, version, description. This is npm tutorial main is file, like what is your main file name. So we were running app.js everything. So now here it's saying okay, will it be index.js? So I'll just say main file will be our index.js. Then there are scripts. It is a part of a different thing like for development and other stuff. Then we have author and license. So this is clear to you. We got package.json in every folder. We just define init-y. And suppose I delete it, and now again I want to initialize, but now I have to again write every step. So I can add a flag -y. So it means give yes to everything, and everything will be default. What if empty, then empty, or if there's something, there will be something. I do it now. Okay, now the file again got created, and we can see now description is empty. This was by default name, and author is also empty. We can just give author afterwards, keywords also, and their description also. What do you can say, like okay, and here it's showing you maybe because of maybe of the capital letter what string does not match the pattern. Maybe you can say name this, okay, whatever it is. Then you have a main file, you can change main file also like this. Okay, now I'll just close this and close this. Look, let this file be. Okay, now let me add tutorial because it's got wrong. Why it's showing like this? I should make it small letters. Nodejs underscore tutorial. Now it's okay. It was just, I mean, showing warning or maybe stuff, so I was not liking it. So if I close it, now comes the package part. So this is, we can just initialize, and I want to use some files which is already written by someone else. So if we go to npm, we can see build amazing things here. So here what happened, you can just write your own code and publish. So there will be a lot of code. If I suppose check for chalk, so this is also a, what to say, a module or library if you want to say, and you can see it's open. Now there are a bunch of stuff written and you can just use it. Is showing the version, it's open to public, and yeah, some some of the libraries are paid. I mean 99% are free, but some are paid in, and some are also free also, but inside there some properties are paid. So basically you do, like, I don't require any paid version, every free version is enough because mostly will be free. You can see published 16 days ago, so that's maybe the updated version 16 days ago because it was published way back. Then you can see with the help of this we can just change the console color. It's coming in the black, so we can just change the, like, white normally, so we can change it to other colors. So what does these packages done, like suppose we have 10,000 lines of code, so here already written, I can just use it. Suppose someone is giving you land and you have to build your home by yourself, and someone is giving you a home which is already built, so you will prefer which is already built. So that's the code part. Then these are dependencies. So I mean these packages also require these dependencies, and dependents are these, and they are versions. So they are currently 31 version, you can see updation. So what are the three numbers? So mostly in software industry this 4 is a major version, like there was a major change if the version changes, like from 3 to 4. 0 is like a minor version, like a I will say a little change in your code may be happening. Then last 0, it's like a bug fix, there was some bugs or patch fix you can say. Then there are a lot of stuff everyone can then post. So how you know, okay, this package is good, this package is bad? So you can see weekly downloads. So it's a like a catch, if the weekly downloads is more, then mean it is good, if not then it's not that good. Here you can get the package size 35 KB and total files are 7 if you install it. Last published 16 days ago, and these are the collaborators. If you go there and you can check like packages, and they can go to their GitHub profile and other stuff. So now how to use this stuff in our own, and here it's shown you also how you can use chart.blue. It will show you, but how to use this code firstly, like how to get it. So we just say npm I chalk, so whatever the dependency name is. So we'll come here, we'll like open this package.json and we close this. Now we'll open a terminal and I'll say npm I chalk. So what is I means install, so you can say install or you can say I, whatever you feel like. So I'm saying install chalk, and where So I'm saying in this folder only, like in this. So we are in the wrong folder currently. I think we have to go to this folder, Nodejs tutorial. So we'll say open with code like this. Now let me close this. Now you can see we are in the same folder, Node.js tutorial. Now here I can say npm install chalk in this folder only. Then it is called locally install. I mean you are installing in this particular folder only, and it can't be accessed outside this folder. Then there is another stuff called global. Globally means you just like the way you install node, and you can just write in any command prompt node and you can use it. Like globally install you can use in every project, in every folder, but local install you just don't do global, and you just install in that particular folder. So why we can't like we can just install global every packages? Because you should know which which are the global, like which are the packages you are using in that particular project. So that's why we use local install. So let's just install our first dependency. Suppose I want chalk, so I'll say install chalk. Now it's look like this. Okay, it's saying added chalk at the rate version 4.1.2, 6 packages from 3 contributed. And yeah, so you can see 2 packages are looking for funding. Then you can give fund and use them, I mean whatever it is. So now if suppose we can also install like this. Suppose you want to install particular package, you will say chalk at the rate and version name. So I want to install suppose 2, so I say chalk at the rate version 2, and I can, okay sorry guys, yeah, so whatever the 2 version will be, it will be installed. Suppose I want to install the latest, so latest will be, when you do this it will be automatically installed, but still you can say I want the latest version. So by this the latest version will be installed. Okay, now if you go here, you can see we got few files here. You can see this is the same thing, package.json. Firstly we'll go, and you can see we got the dependencies. So what is dependencies? It's give you the what are the external libraries installed in this folder or project, or you can say modules. So we can clearly see chalk was installed here, and version is 4.1.2. so now if you give this project to someone else, they'll know, okay, there is a chalk dependency, I need to install chalk to use this project, and here it's the version name. Now if you go to package log.json, you can see it will tell you more about these dependencies. So this chalk dependency, you can see this chalk, this requires much more dependency. You can see requires ANSI, like ANSI style support colors, like see ANSI support color, then color convert version. So it's showing you these dependence, like this chalk will require other packages also. So that's where the package log.json were, like it will tell you, okay, I require this and stuff, and the current total version it is, and a bunch of to support this only chalk part. Then you got node modules folder. So this folder is by default created when you install, and you have other packages. So if I open, so you can see we have chalk. So chalk was installed, no problem, and you can see it's like package.json we have here also. But you can see there were other things also installed, ANSI styles, color convert, color name, hash flag, because these were required by chalk. So because, and so that's why it was installed. If you go to package.json, you can say let me show you dependency. Dependency, you can see dev dependencies, it's required AVA, then Covel, like a lot of stuff you can easily see, hash flag, resolve, and yeah, main dependencies are this ANSI styles. You can see it requires ANSI styles, so that's why ANSI styles was installed. Then if you go to ANSI styles and you go to package.json, and you can see this requires color convert. So that's why color convert was installed. So it's like a chain. Everything required, whatever dependency, it install automatically. It requires color name. So you can see color name got we got color name also installed. So it's like a loop. This required this required this, like a chain. And if you can check their codes also. You can like go to index.d.ts. You can see their TypeScript code. It's a TypeScript, so you can have a lot of code. And then you have, if you go to any styles, you see index.js, then you have a lot of functions and you have a lot of stuff. If you want to change something, you can come here and change, and it will work as per your requirements. So let me just close all the tab, close all. So all tabs close. Now this is our node modules. Okay, now suppose you will give this project to another one, so you won't give this node modules folder. You can, but the person will just directly do npm install and dependencies will installed. Okay, now let's just check other dependency. Suppose we are using bootstrap. Okay, so again we can just say npm I bootstrap. So let me just open the terminal and I'll say npm I bootstrap. Now suppose I want other package also, and say what to say. I mean, tell me some good package. Suppose Validator. So Validator is like you have a email or not. So if I open Validator, so it's called Validator. So I install it again, wait, then again say npm install Validator. So I can just directly say npm install bootstrap space, and I'll just say Validator. So it will firstly install this bootstrap, then Validator. If I press enter, so you can see now getting installed. So you can see it got installed. Now if I go to package.json, now you can see it's showing you we have a bootstrap also, we have a chalk also, we have a Validator also. So it's telling you we require these three stuff to work. And if you go to node modules, you can see now we got a bunch of other stuff. I think why it's not showing. Let me open with again with folder. You can see we got now bootstrap, because that time it wasn't visible because I think it wasn't updated, and we got Validator also. Now suppose some other person want to use it. So you can see this folder size, now it gone to 10 MB unnecessary. Okay, I mean we are using the code what is sitting inside, but they are like some, you'll use like maybe 10 packages, 12 packages, 20 packages in a project, and some packages maybe of like 100 MB. Now if we see the size of express package, which we study afterward. Okay, express, why it's not showing? Yeah, you can see it's very small, 200 KB size. But suppose some packages can go very large, and you just can't like send everything. Okay, so for that we just use package.json. So we'll just copy this package.json and we go to new folder, and I'll say new project. I'll give code to that person and this file. I'll paste it here. Now we got this file. Okay guys, now we got this file. Now I'll just do open the command prompt, and now I'll just directly install, just say npm I, that's it. Or I can say npm install, whatever you feel like. I'll just say npm install, and it will just install whatever dependencies are written here. Okay, so I'll just press enter, and npm, okay, yeah. So now you can see all our dependencies got installed in node modules. bootstrap, validator, and this chalk and their dependencies like this, and got package log.json where you have a bunch of stuff other. And yeah, so this is what it. But suppose you have to do, like, suppose every time you are creating a folder you have to do npm init y initialize. But if you just directly install any package.json file will automatically get created. So suppose I install chalk only. Now you will see package log json automatically created, you can see, and it shows you dependency and other stuff. And afterwards, like, you can create package json if you need, and yeah, other stuff. Now let me just show you how you can just read their codes and work. So we'll just, okay, we'll work in this only. We'll say open with code. Now we'll make a new file called index.js. Close this. Now we'll say close this part also, I'll say, because we'll use terminal. Now how to use whatever is installed. So chalk was installed, so let's just check whether how to use chalk. We'll say chalk and we just go there and we come down. It's showing us just say require chalk and const chalk. So we'll just require. So how the like built-in modules OS and FS we are using, same way we'll say constant chalk equals to require chalk. We just say like this, okay, I just want to require chalk. If I now run and check whether everything's fine, we'll say node index.js. You can see it ran. I haven't printed anything, so now it's requiring and it's getting everything right. Now you can see I have to do console.log then chalk blue and like this. So if I say console.log, I'll say chalk.blue, and here I say hello world. Save it. Now I'll say node. You can see now it's getting in the blue color. If I say any other color, chalk dot, I say bold, so it will be in the bold text, you can see. Now if I say chalk dot yellow, so we can just give a bunch of colors and we can use them. It's in the yellow color. And what other thing they have, so we have check console.log const log. You can add blue. Now we just check this. Okay, we can get console.log in a log and directly use. Okay, that's something good. So we can just paste it here. Now we'll just log this stuff and check whether how it's work. Now if I say, you can see hello is in the blue color, world is normal, and this exclamation mark in the red. So we can use like this. Then multiple arguments, we can just print new styles, underline also, you can see. Let's just check the underline stuff. So chalk dot underline bg blue world. Okay, see world got I mean highlighter type or background color. Then we can, I mean this is stuff which you can use. And you can use this also. Let me just check. Oh sorry, paste. Node, yeah. So why it's not printed? Okay, I haven't saved it. Yeah, So you can see CPU 90% use, RAM 40% use, disk 70% use, but this is like our own values, it's not the real values. I've just written CPU 90% chalk green, like this, like a string literal written by our own self. Okay guys, so this pretty goal you can use if you want. And if you want to use any other package, so you can say console stand validator. Now let me just show you benefit of it. Okay, this chalk you say, okay, this I just can't do. Okay, now let me just show you validator. How can you use validator? So you can see validator, we can check whether it's an email like this, but in normal we'll say check JS email or not. Okay, so you can come here, you will say go to check JS email or not, Stack Overflow, let me just write valid or not, or we can say Stack Overflow, I think Stack Overflow should, yeah. So you can see we have to write this much of stuff just to check whether my email is valid or not. Okay, I have to check this much of stuff. I have to give this regular expression this long, then I have to return test, then it will tell okay you have a valid email or not. But in this here we just say variable require, so I'll just say paste it. You can have a const whatever you say and just say like this, and it will just give us true or false. We don't have to write those long quotes, and we'll just say const res equals to this. I'll say console.log res, save it. Now if I just open that terminal, we'll say node index.js, but there is an error. What's an error? Cannot find module validator, but you will be, I have installed it, but we have not installed in this part. We have installed here in Node.js tutorial. You can see here we have installed and we got a dependency here. Okay, but in this our main project, you can just open like here from, okay, package was in it wasn't initialized here, so here we haven't installed it. Now we'll install validator. Okay, now the validator is installed. Now if I just run, okay, sorry, again I installed it. True, it's a email, true. If I just remove @ false, so I don't have to write any code. I just say require and directly go here how to use that validator and just run it. So you can see import, this is a type with like TypeScript, you can do like that way. So yeah, and there are options, they are showing like what they support, so you can use this also. Okay guys, now suppose you don't require validator anymore, and yeah, so but still it was installed your validator. So let me just do npm init first, so I can show you in. So we got package.json, so dependencies are not there because we have installed afterwards. npm install validator. Okay guys, package.json, yeah, validator and chalk. So it automatically got added when we initialize, but it was above, so I was just searching in the down. But now I just don't using validator anymore. Now what can I do? So I'll just say npm uninstall validator. I just don't want to use validator anymore. So now the here dependency will go off and here the node modules will be deleted. Now we don't have a validator module. So this was all about npm packages and stuff, and how we can use require, and you can just publish also if you want, but make sure it's some meaningful if you are publishing. And if you want to check whether the like npm package is good or not, you can just check with their download. So you can say it's such a small, just called validator, and it is downloaded this much times. See, and you can just go to their repository also. There is git repository, and you can check a lot of other stuff if you want. So yeah, and you can always, it's all things are open source, you can just go and collaborate. So yeah, so this is what all about npm in Node.js.